A DVR is a device that records and stores video footage from surveillance cameras or television broadcasts. Most DVRs have a user-friendly interface that allows you to navigate recordings, adjust settings, and manage storage. DVR protection typically refers to the security measures in place to safeguard the recorded footage and the device itself. Implementing these protective measures with passwords significantly enhances the security of your DVR and the footage it records. But sometimes these passwords are forgotten by the user and DVRs cannot be accessed. Here we discuss some methods to unlock these DVRs as well as DVR-related errors. The screen won't appear error. Solved. The video is stuck on the boot screen. Solved. System maintaining contact installer please. Solved. The account has been locked. Solved. Host IP and an IP conflict error. Solved. This is the default MAC that will stop cloud service. Solved. Method 1. First, try to log in by answering the security questions. Method 2. Use the QR code with the mobile app to get a security code and unlock the password. Method 3. Use the super password to log in. There are several types of DVRs and NVRs in the market. Anyhow, motherboards of these DVRs are similar. Most of the DVR boards are manufactured by Chinese companies and the main chip is developed by very few companies. Therefore, finding the correct motherboard model is the first task. So take a better look at the housing and check whether there is any proper company name with the model. Or else assemble your DVR housing and see if there is a model number on the motherboard. If you are unable to find the DVR model, most probably it is from the Chinese company. So take a good look at the board and type DVR board on the search bar of your browser and find the DVR that has component assembly similar to your DVR. That's how I found most of the DVR models. If you found a nearly similar model, go to their main website and see if the board model is available, or else find the DVR which has a similar interface to yours. Well, if you find the model or company, we can go to the next step. Most of the DVRs consist of super passwords. That means anyone with the super password can unlock your DVR. I don't know why. Security is personal, right? Here is how we unlock your DVR with a super password. Go to the web browser, type CCTV super password and download the app to your phone. Most of the DVRs provide serial numbers when they lock out. If not, you can use the date and time to generate a super password. Here is how. Try the default password provided by the app, else try to generate a super password with serial number or DVR date and time. With the super password, you can reset the password to the default. Method 4. Some DVR can be reset via firmware upgrading. But it is different from one model to another. So find the manual and try to upgrade your DVR. You can download the firmware from the manufacturer's website, place it into a flash drive and restart the DVR as instructed in the manual. Method 5. You can use Device Manage, VMS or CMS software to unlock your DVR through the network. If you enable the DHCP in your DVR, it will be easier. I will show how in another video. Method 6. Easy methods are over. let's try to hard reset the DVR. Remove the top cover of the DVR and the battery, then wait 5 minutes to reinsert the battery. Turn on the DVR and check whether is it reset or not. If not, try to short the battery terminal. Remember that can damage the DVR, so do it at your own risk. There are some pins to short in some DVR boards, you can try that too. But it is very risky. Method 7. ROM upgrade or ROM flash. Here is the thing. Every DVR has a graphical user interface, right? If GUI is there, there should be an OS. If the operating system is there, it should have a ROM chip, right? So I decided to disassemble the DVR. Here I have found 2 ROM chips. One is 25L12835F, which has a capacity of 16 MB, and the other one is MX24C08L, has a capacity of 1 KB. Why does somebody need a 1 KB chip with a 16 MB chip? 1 KB chip can store a small amount of data. So it may be the chip that stored the password. I don't have my programmer holder, so I solder some wire onto the chip so I can do the experiment. This is the datasheet of MX24C08L. Here is the pin chip output. Here I have saved the binary file and cleared the chip. Let's see what happens when the DVR is on. Oh, error. It seems like my conclusion is correct. All the protected details are stored in this chip. So flashing this chip won't help to recover the password. Well, let's try with a 25L12835F chip. Here I have soldered the chip pin into a mail jumper, so I can put it into a programmer easily. This is the datasheet of 25L12835F. Here is the chip pinout. Here, I have read and saved the bin file and cleared the chip. But the DVR doesn't start, so this should be the firmware chip. If you can flash this chip successfully, you will resolve all the errors listed below. The screen won't appear error. The video is stuck on the boot screen. System maintaining contact installer please. The account has been locked. Host IP and an IP conflict error. This is the default MAC that will stop cloud service. I already downloaded my firmware file. Let's extract it and try to flash the chip. Unfortunately, the DVR doesn't give a signal. I found that the file size of the save bin file and firmware bin file is different, so I took a look at the firmware binary file. Binary files are different in size. Let's try to extract the firmware file. This is not a binary file. Somehow, I need to find the bin file. Here I have found my binary file. Let's flash it, hope it works. Finally, there is another way of creating the binary file from a firmware file. I tried it, but complicated. But it is working. I will show you how to do it from another video. Here is the hint. After extracting the firmware file, I saw that some bits were similar to the save bin file. If you need bin files, let me know.